Welcome everybody to Studio 512. Estoy feliz. I am so happy to bring you today a really, really special crowd. Thank you for joining us again on this Friday night. We have a very, 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 very special guest. Tonight I am here with royalty, and I mean royalty. The son, the blood of Jimmy Gonzalez in the house.
Yes.
So, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconiczz.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. It is an honor to
Yes.
to be here today, to even meet you. I've
Yes.
been a fan of your father's for a long time.
Thank you so much.
Well, I had the pleasure of being at his bailes. I was telling Chris, I said, I was there in 2012 before the Hanoverville burned down. So I got
That is
this-
awesome. And before we go on, my little brother also is with us here. So
Joseph.
my brother Joseph. So
Joseph, now you, sir, you are coming up as newest artist. You've been nominated. At the Hano, is it you? No? That's Rocky.
Oh, that's
you.
Rocky right here.
Rocky.
That's
Okay.
Rocky.
And you got one Grammy.
How many Grammys you got?
You have one, right?
Yeah.
That's right. So we have several Grammy award
Winners, yes.
Yes. So let me introduce you guys. I think everybody needs to know. So first of all, we have Mike.
Yes,
we've
Mike
already
Gonzalez.
introduced you, Mike
Yes, I'm on the
Gonzalez.
drums.
On the drums, we had Di Marie. Di Marie, welcome. And by the way, congratulations. You also are on the run for this new artist at the Tejano Music Award. So everybody, be on the lookout because she's going to win. She's going to take
Yes.
that award.
Dios quiere.
You called it.
Yes. Speaking into reality.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Yes. And you're backup singer, lead singer,
I
a little bit of everything.
Sure.
I have my own music as well.
Right.
I started with Jimmy
Right?
right before he passed, and then Mike wanted to continue the band. He was like, "Okay, let's go." And so here we are, 5 years later, still going at it, and we love it. So
So they're all vocalists here. There's no
There is no
everybody
everybody
sings lead parts. Everybody. So
Okay.
that's one thing that we wanted to do was not have a front man and a band. You know what I
I
mean?
like that.
So everybody interacts with the show. Everybody, sings their own songs. Everybody. That was the
Okay.
objective here.
I love that. Is that something you learned from your father?
Well, yes. I mean, there was a lot of things I learned from him, but again, I didn't want it to be, the focus. The focus here is on Jimmy G.
yes.
You know what I mean? It's
Tribute.
not on a front man or on. It's nothing like that. So it's more about having fun on stage.
Yes.
Everybody can interact with whoever you want. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was our main objective here is just to have fun on stage, playing our father's music
Yes.
and seeing the people enjoy themselves listening to this music,
Thank
So-
you. Thank you for sharing that. And absolutely, you can feel it even while I was just watching you rehearse. And
Awesome.
I can hear
Thank
it.
you.
It's like I'm back in 2012 at
Hey,
the
there
Hanover
you go.
listening to your father.
That's what it's about.
It was amazing.
That is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Rocky.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Te Llevo en Mi Alma. It is my favorite, and I'll tell you what. I know you've been with Jimmy for how many years?
I've what?
How long were you with Jimmy?
Like 3 or 4 years, from
3 or
like
4 years?
2012, 2013, like about 3-4 years with Jimmy. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so, in essence, most of you were back in the day with
Yes.
Jimmy.
Correct.
Right? You're just carrying on the legacy.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Correct.
So, best of luck. I believe
Yes.
you're also going to win, and I want to be there to take photos of you because the sound of the accordion on
Thank
that
you.
song, I felt it through the heart. I couldn't
Thank
stop
you.
listening to it. I wanted to cry
Thank
with
you.
the
Awesome.
accordion, and that's hard to do. That's hard
Yes.
to do, but you managed.
Thank
to
you.
do
Appreciate it.
So
We're also, the band is nominated, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconiczz as best new group.
Yes.
Also.
yes,
Oh, that's
Yes.
fantastic.
So, yes, the
All
whole
the
Say
band.
wins.
Say it. We're gonna win that one too, right?
I'm gonna be there. I am gonna
Sí
be
que sí.
there.
There
I
you
told
go.
you they were gonna win.
You called it. Yes.
told you they were
I'm gonna
gonna
call
win.
you out. I got you.
So yes, we're speaking it into reality.
Yes.
You're gonna get up there so many times. They're like,
Awesome.
another one.
Otro ya.
Another
Yeah.
one.
This is fixed already, right?
Yeah.
I know, and I believe it, and that's how talented you are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Now, Chris, back there, thank you so much because you made this happen. But I tell you what, him and I actually have been around the same areas for a long time, but we've officially we've never met. This
Wow.
is such an
in different states at the same time.
serendipity. Serendipity.
That is cool.
Yeah. So I
Sounds important.
I mean, he was 9 or 10 and I was like 9 when I first actually saw him, right? Back in Iowa.
Wow.
Oh, you all are childhood friends.
Did you all?
We never met.
Oh, just until today?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Where
We
did
like-
you all live? There, Winchesterton, Fieldville? No.
Muscatine.
Muscatine.
Wow.
Nothing but cornrows and nothing else. But
We were there. We were there earlier this year. Right?
Yes.
you were there playing?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
That's awesome.
We were like in the downtown area upstairs. I don't know. What was it called?
Where the store was.
You played above your parents' store?
Like, where, like, Pet Street.
Okay, okay. They turned that into a venue?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
We were
was
just
out
there.
of it.
Super fun, though.
Yeah, it was
The weather was excellent.
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't go in the winter, that's why.
No, no. And that's what the driver said. He was like,
February. It was February, and they were like, it's usually really cold. And
Yes.
Yeah, there-
Missed the
yeah.
storm, and
there should be snow everywhere,
right in the
but
sun with us.
You
and it was
got-
beautiful out there. I mean, the sun was out. It was amazing. We loved it.
What? You
Yes.
guys got lucky. You guys got lucky because when my son, the other half of Studio Cinco Dos over here,
Right.
Sinue, was born, he brought in 21 inches of snow.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a
Storm.
cold night. It was a cold night
Wow.
when I came out, but
That is awesome.
So y'all missed it. Y'all got the good stuff. Y'all got the
Yeah,
good stuff.
it was really nice out there.
Yeah.
that's
All
fantastic.
right.
That's
Well, let's go over
fantastic.
here to Isaac. Isaac, you're also a legend in your own right. I want to, again, thank you for today, but you are the grandson of Robert Pulido.
No,
This
well,
is
Not
bass
grandson.
player?
My father played bass for
Your father.
played bass for about 30 to 35 years.
To me, and now you're carrying on this amazing legacy. That's amazing. So that's what I'm saying. All of you combined between the Grammy Award winners. I know Chris, you have 2. You have 1. You have 1. Of course, Jimmy had 7.
Eight time.
I
Mike
got
is an 8-time Grammy Award winner.
You are an 8-time Grammy Award winner. I mean, and yours is coming.
And Joseph is a 3-time.
And
Joseph.
Joseph, you're a 3-time.
Yes.
I mean, royalty legends, pioneers.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Hard work and dedication. Yeah.
Honestly, it's all about the work, and money doesn't necessarily. Which takes me to another question, and I'll go on just a minute with the rest of you. But I do want to ask you this: when the going gets tough,
Right.
right? And I know you just released, the latest album, and it's incredible. It's like listening to the original Maz.
Awesome.
And because you are the original Maz, that is exactly
Yes.
why.
Thank you.
When the going gets tough, right? Because it does.
Right.
What from what your father taught you or told you, is there something that comes to your mind and tells you, you know what, I got to keep going because Dad's watching, Dad's here?
You know, it's happened before, and I have to. I would stop myself and think to myself, "Hey, man, Dad did it for 40 plus years." You know what I mean? Because when I first started this, that we were going to start doing this again, I mean, it's a headache trying to book the band,
Right.
and then having to book hotels and making sure that the band's going to show up, and
Yes.
so it catches up to you.
Right.
And I was like, you know what, you got to shake this off, because if that man did it for 40 years, you're barely on year 1 right now on
Right.
your own. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you're already wanting to hang him up, but and it's just I go back and think of when we were young, and that man was always on the road. You know what I mean? We would see him, like 2-3 times a month maybe, because he was always out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was I know that he really put his heart into Maz, you know what I mean, into his craft, into his business. So those are the things that I think about, and we just got to keep going, you know.
Yes.
At the beginning it was hard. It's still hard right now. But it's starting to get a little easier, you know what I mean? Like, people are starting to come around and like, okay, now we know what's happening here, you know. At the
Yes.
beginning, you throw a new name out there and people don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless they see a picture and, oh, okay, I get it.
Right.
But finally, the I don't want to call it the recognition, but it's starting to, you know what I mean, people are starting to notice, and now they hear the name, and that's Jimmy's son. You know what I mean? Those are his kids right there performing, and so
The success is following. When you do something for the love, success follows,
hopefully,
and then money eventually comes.
yes,
But
that's the least of our worries.
that's the
right?
least of your worries, exactly. But no, it's showing your hard work's paying
Awesome.
off. Did you ever
Thank you.
think that you were going to be the one to be in the forefront?
I never thought that.
No.
Never. You know, last night we were in Ovalde. We did the Palomino Fest.
That's right.
There was a lady with a Jimmy G shirt, autographed.
That's right.
And jokingly, I was like, "I'll buy that from you," you know. And she was like, "No, like why?" And I explained to her, like, "Look, I don't have posters signed by him. I don't
Wow.
because well, that was our father, you know. And I'm, hey,
Right.
Dad, can I have an autograph?" Like
Right.
it's just never. So now I go on eBay looking for stuff that's autographed that they're selling. Some prices are ridiculous, but
Right.
you know, it's the little things that, not that we didn't take advantage of, because to us it was family working.
Right.
You don't ask, you know,
Right.
and then the band itself becomes a family. So it's just those things that
Yes.
you don't think about the long haul of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
I spent 20 years with that man, and I loved every day of it. You know.
So, to all my listeners and everybody that is watching, if you'll have anything from Jimmy G, you'll be sending it. I'll make sure
Yes.
Mike gets
No.
it. I'll be listing
Yeah.
an address. I mean, that is the best, because here's what I'm hoping. I know you have two little ones, right?
Yes.
How old are your kids?
My kids now are 22 and 21. 23
Oh,
and
it's not
21.
so little. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Are
Yeah.
they gonna continue the legacy?
You know,
think?
at the beginning they started picking up the drums and picking up the guitars, but my thing was like, don't make this your job. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was lucky enough to make it my job
Sure.
with my father.
Sure.
You know, and I would just encourage them to go to school, get a career, make music your hobby. You know, because music is really hard. It is
Right.
nothing easy.
Right.
You know, and if you succeed in music is because you had that passion and you never
Right.
let it go, you know. So
Right.
and eventually they were like, okay, I don't want to do music, you know. So
Okay. But then remember where you were 20 years ago. So
yeah,
hey,
exactly,
hey,
exactly.
never say
you know,
never.
yeah.
So all of you listeners and everybody watching, remember this: his kids are gonna have it, because
Yes.
you are
Yes.
gonna be where your father is today,
So-
and I believe that so wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it gets
spoken.
emotional on stage every now
Yeah.
and then, you know.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it was really, really emotional. Now I get to, now I get the satisfaction of, again, seeing the crowd. I see people crying. I see people laughing. They pick up their drinks when they hear their certain song, and at
Yes.
the end, they'll come up and, man, Mike, I met my wife listening to that song, and you played it tonight, and
What?
you know what I mean, stuff like that,
Yes.
and that's the beauty of this.
It's very fulfilling, right?
Yes, for
Very
sure.
fulfilling. So you're doing
Last night again at Palomino Fest, I had a Marine come up to me
wow.
crying. He was like, "Man, he he pretty much told me I miss my friend. That's who I miss. And what you did right now, it was touching. I was like, all right,
It's a national loss for sure.
Yes.
But at Tejanos, man, we feel that. We felt loss. So we're with you. We're with you.
Awesome.
We're with
Thank
you
you.
all. So thank
Thank
you for
you.
carrying on his legacy and doing such a great job at it. So, Arnold, now you're newer in the band. Tell me about you. What's your background?
My
Get closer to the mic because I can't hear you.
My dad, well, I come from Los Chachos.
Oh my
Chacha
gosh,
Jimenez.
you Los Chachos.
Yeah, it's older style, older school. So I guess they were like, pretty popular back in the 70s. when Grupo
Wow.
Mas was
Yes.
popular as well. I guess they both became like Freddie record recording artists as well.
And you play the bass, right?
Yes, I've been playing bass
Yes.
ever since I was about 9 years old.
Right.
Yeah, so I've been around
Goodness.
with a couple of bands, here and there. And, well, right now I've been playing almost a year for Mike Gonzalez and Iconiczz.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it's a big pleasure and an honor for me to be a part of a legacy like this.
Yes. Yes.
It's awesome.
You're a royalty in your own right. I mean, Los Chachos, are you serious? Di Marie, you've got a few albums under your belt and on your way to a Grammy. And of
Yes.
course, what can I say that hasn't been said? And Rocky over here making me cry all the time with his accordion, and Isaac and
His father as
your
well
father.
is pioneer in the music.
Is he? Tell me about your father.
Rosendo Beltran. He played back in the day with
Yes.
Romance and all the legends, Laura Canales and Carlos Guzman and Freddie Martinez, Austin Ramirez. So yeah, my dad also. We've all of us, I guess, have the background of our fathers in the business. So that's awesome for the band because everybody's
It's a second generation.
yeah.
Second generation
Basically,
for all
yes.
of you. It was like the universe conspired in your favor, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna put all this good blood together."
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't just happen. You all gotta realize this is meant to be.
So,
This is absolutely
Yes,
meant
ma'am.
to be.
Great.
Wow.
And then we have on the guitar, Mr. Steve Martinez.
Steve, tell us about you. Get closer to the mic, buddy.
You better not say
My name's Steve Martinez. I play guitar. I joined the band in February.
Okay.
Just been here a few months, but it's been a ride. Been an enjoyable ride, for sure.
it's a roller coaster.
I don't.
For sure.
I don't come from the background that all these guys come from. My dad was actually a pastor for many years, but I've been playing guitar since I was 12.
Right.
And Jimmy's music has always been a big influence in my Tejano playing style, and that style though, and I don't want to say Mas, I want to say Jimmy Gonzalez.
Right.
Right,
it's Jimmy.
Him playing and filling these shoes, now it's I don't know if the right word is ironic, but it just feels like I never thought that I would be playing these songs on guitar because Jimmy played guitar. So, when you first start playing guitar, it's like, oh man, I want to be, with Grupo Mas, or I want to play with Jay, or I want to, those kind of things, right? But you were never going to take Jimmy Gonzalez's place because he plays guitar, right? You were never going to be in Grupo Mas because he plays guitar. So, for me to be playing this music now is very
Dream come true.
yeah.
Dream come true.
Sure.
As a guitar player, I
sure.
mean, he wrote the book
Yes.
on Tejano music.
Yes, he did.
paved the way. Everybody aspires to remotely be a fifth of what Jimmy was. And I
Exactly.
mean, you guys are doing there, and I get chills saying this, and trust me, I believe that you're all going to surpass and be even more on the Tejano world. And so, Jimmy first, Iconiczz, and you're always going to be bringing that legacy to the forefront and to the top. It's going to get there. I believe it. It's whew, okay. Well, thank you for sharing that.
I'd like to add too that maybe it's a challenge to the Tejano industry, to the songwriters, to the composers, to the music arrangers out there. I've said this in private to certain people. I've never said it out here to these guys. I've never told Mike. I've never told Joseph, anyone out here, but I do know that Jimmy Gonzalez had a huge influence in that Tejano industry.
Yes.
With the lyrics that he composed, the music, the arrangement, everything. So now that he's gone, who's gonna take the reins? Who's gonna be that next arranger, composer, producer that's gonna do it and bring Tejano music to that next level? Who's gonna do that? And if it's us, then it's
Oh,
us.
it's you.
But
It's
if
you.
it's anybody else, hey, let's do it and let's take this Tejano industry to the next level.
It's thank you for giving us that premiere. You guys heard it from him, and that's what's in his heart. Not to mention, your father is praying for the whole band, so you got the prayer warrior on the back, constantly, holding you together. So that's huge. Again, you spoke it into reality, but you're well on your way. You guys are well on your way to doing that. And I'm listening to the very latest album. It's Jimmy. It's there. So it only got to get better, guys. Come on. It's going to happen. So now moving to Joseph.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do? Tell me what you do.
I'm a percussionist.
You're the
Guero,
percussionist.
timbal. Me and my brother Mike have always been the rhythm of the band. We mesh, we vibe, we connect, we groove.
Do you write?
No, ma'am, I do not.
You do not write?
No, I don't.
Okay. How is it? I mean, I imagine you're the youngest, right?
No.
You're the baby.
We're a total of 5 brothers.
Right.
We have a younger brother, Robert Euchre, then myself, then Mike,
Mm-hmm.
then Junebug,
Yes.
James,
James.
and then the oldest brother Henry. There's 5 of us.
Okay. Okay. So, is it difficult now that your father is gone and you're both trying to carry on this legacy, and it's hard working with family, right? But how do you handle that? I mean, you have a vision, obviously, but you also have personalities. Is it difficult?
It is a little bit. It took me a little longer. I kind of stepped away. I just kind of came back helping out my brother in the band. I stepped out for about 6 years.
Okay.
Everybody mourns different.
Yes.
It's hard for me.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll leave it at that because I'm an emotional person.
Oh.
I don't
And
want
it's hard now. You all want to make
So
me cry.
far, I told Mike. I told Mike. I'll help you guys out. I'll do what I can. If I can handle it, I'll handle it. If I can't, I'll just walk away.
I understand.
There hasn't been a show that I don't kind of turn around and at the end of the day, I miss my dad.
Of course. Of course.
But Mike's a whole lot stronger than I am. He goes for it. So I love these guys. I miss my dad. Over 15 years, 20 years. I mean, we have decades on the road, man.
Yeah.
And it's good to come back. It feels great. It felt natural. But it's like,
Yeah.
But yeah,
We're
still hard. A lot of different personalities. At one time, there was 4 brothers on the road. So yeah,
Ooh.
like no, I'm
the
this, we're
emotion.
this, I'm older, blah blah blah.
Sorry. The emotion.
But no, it's been fun. I did about 18 years with my dad. I joined a little later than Mike. Started off as a roadie, and one day the percussionist didn't show up, and Mike's like, "Hey, he plays congas." I was like, "What? No, I don't. What are you doing, Mike?"
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, my dad's like, "You can." I was like, "No, dude, like." And ever since then,
Chiquito, hey, what are you doing? You needed it.
yeah,
Hey.
he bought me a 24-ouncer. He says, "Chug this,
Oh yeah.
and we'll go." I was
Hey,
like, "All
you know
right."
the secret.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like,
Caguama.
"Okay, Mike." Yeah. So
Ale.
that's how it started.
Wonderful. Oh man. Such a legacy, such an honor.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for sharing that.
Oh man. Yeah.
I want to say again, my viewers, send love, prayers, and hugs to this amazing band, because every day you're struggling with the loss, but as well the joy that you put in our faces every time you all play. Please know that it makes it all worth it, all the sacrifice. So thank you guys for that. Senor, I know you had a couple pressing questions for this amazing band.
I had
So
one
go to town,
question.
brother.
So,
I can't get closer to the mic, buddy.
oh, there we go. I have one question for all of you guys. So, I know that you guys have probably played in all kinds of different crazy places. Is there somewhere that you guys might want to play in the future that's really kind of grabbing at y'all's attention? Or I don't know if you might want to share. I know there's probably a lot of places that you guys are thinking about. So if y'all might want to come to like a consensus on one, I wouldn't be mad. I know this is a tough question.
A specific place?
Sure, or like a specific
A venue?
town, a venue.
Is there like
I
you?
would love to play for the Houston Rodeo.
Oh
Right.
yes,
I know.
H-Town.
Yeah,
yes.
we did that one year.
And I think that's huge. I mean, I love the stadium, it's filled with people to sing everybody, and we've played for huge crowds.
Yes.
But I think that would be, that's one of my, I want to play there.
Let's get you there.
Let's
Let's get you guys
dream.
there.
That's
Come on now, we
awesome.
can do this. Yes, it's a
Main
great
stage.
question.
Yes.
Let's
I've got 2 of them. I would say I'd love to go perform in Monterrey, Mexico.
Oh yes. Oh, they
I
have.
would love to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
See-
you have
see what
that,
I
Marie.
mean?
Yeah.
And secondly, I would love to perform during the Latin Grammy show. I would love to do that.
Oh, I would love to watch you
what I mean?
perform at the Latin Grams. Yes.
Especially doing a show
A
for
tr-
our father. Like,
tribute.
I think that would be
Yes. Latin Grammys, if you're watching.
Yeah.
wink,
Call
wink.
me.
Hit 'em up.
Come.
Everybody that's watching, make sure you all send an email or a message to Latin Grammys
Hey, there
and
you go.
let them know that we would love to have our tribute
Yes.
for Mike
Yes.
Gonzalez and the Iconiczz. I think it's only fair.
It's only right.
It's only right. That's right. Royalty on the stage? Heck yes. Absolutely. Chris, anything you want to
add a Krispy Kreme.
adequate?
Hey, why not, dude?
Los
would.
donuts overall. No
Yeah,
conchas.
I
We don't
would.
want no conchas. He wants donuts over here. We're-
Call us.
yeah, like, go
Yeah.
right? We had over here.
They got you, sponsors. Hit 'em up.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. So, speaking of places to play and collaborations, any chance that we might see you and Joe collabing anytime in the future?
There's been rumor
Uh-huh.
about that, but we haven't been reached. We haven't, you know what I mean? And
Yes.
you know that subject is a little bit it's more personal than business, you know.
Sure.
So there's a lot of things that have to get, ironed out and cleared up, and it's only time will tell. You know, for now, we're concentrating on recording another album under the
Yeah.
Iconiczz.
Tell me about your new album coming
so
up. We can't wait.
Hopefully, it'll be out by December.
Ooh, all
you
right.
know, so we're already in the works. Again, there's been rumors in this, but we're not out to wait for anything like that. We're not. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I've
Sure.
got a great group of guys here and a female. You know what I mean? So
Beautiful female at that, sir.
a gorgeous one.
Oh,
A
gorgeous.
one.
Yes, sir.
So I'm happy on the way they're performing. I'm happy that the crowd is accepting it. So this is my concentration right now. Is this family here? So
Well, we're ready and we'll push it through whenever it's out. I'll be on the lookout for
Awesome.
sure. Cinco
Thank you.
Dos supporting y'all 100%. So
Awesome.
absolutely.
Yes.
Speaking of that, any events coming up? I know we have the Tejano Music Awards, which
The
you'll
Tejano
be
Awards,
winning awards anyway. But
on
anything else happening?
on the 21st are the TTMAs in San Antonio. Again, we're up for 3 awards that day. Upcoming events. September the 16th will be in Temple. Big
Temple?
concert with David Lee, Jay Perez. Some other artists are on there as well. So we've got that. New Year's Eve we'll be in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson in the house.
Yes,
Be
with
on the
with
lookout.
David Lee as well.
Okay.
So there's pretty much the rest of our year's booked. Private events,
Yes.
what have you, clubs, festivals. So, and I'm already booking next year as well. So, it's
It's coming. It's happening.
It's starting to
It's
happen, you know
starting
what I
to.
mean?
Yes.
So-
Oh, get ready.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
we're ready. We're ready.
Yeah. If anybody wants to reach out for a private event or not, they can call you, right?
Yes, you can reach us at 956-204-5762.
Fantastic. So you'll know
Or
the direct line to.
You can find us also on also
Right.
digital social media,
yes.
Facebook, Mike Gonzalez Iconiczz,
Yes.
all your Spotify, Apple Music. You can check out all our music out there on
YouTube,
Mike Gonzalez
on
Iconiczz.
all of that.
Yes, share it.
DM him,
Yes.
message him if you have anything to,
Yes.
any comments or whatever. You can message Mike on his Facebook.
Fantastic. Well, I'll be putting all those links at the end of the
Yes,
show. But
sure.
I want to say thank you so much for taking. I know today is a busy day. I know you all were setting up
Yeah,
for
we
tonight.
just finished having sound check. So.
And so I want to appreciate your time today. It has been an honor,
For
a
sure.
pleasure, a dream, and I can't even believe I have to pinch myself. I am here interviewing you guys, and thank you for the love that you put out on that stage. Just know that we love you back.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Anytime
you.
you need anything from us,
Sir.
let us know.
Thank you. Thank
We're
you.
in.
Thank
We're
you
all in.
so much. Thank you. I'm
So-
getting chills. The energy's good.
Are y'all going to be
Thank you.
coming to the show tonight?
I am coming to the show. He's got school
Okay.
tomorrow, but I'll be here, and I'm
Awesome.
like 10 people in one, so you'll be fine.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm a lot of
I'll take
energy,
it.
so I'll definitely be here tonight,
Awesome.
and I am so excited.
Yes.
So
Thank you for having us once again.
it is my pleasure. This has been one more episode of Studio 52. I want to thank everybody for watching. Muchas gracias, chicos.
Thank you.
Gracias. 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 Gracias.
Oh,
Los
before,
amamos.
before we go,
Yes, sir.
we have one more gentleman in
Oh,
the,
come
in the
on
family.
over. Come on over.
This guy, he gets mad if we don't introduce
Hey,
him. This is Mr. Raul Lopez.
Mr. Raul Lopez.
He was with the original Maz.
Yes, ma'am.
Back in, I don't know, he was like 19, 18 years
It was
old.
back
when
like
he was,
in '87.
so,
Wow.
Back
You
in
have.
'87, like we start like well, my dad was doing an interview with, with the band as well. So
Yes.
he had told me, yeah, someday you're gonna work with Jimmy and Joe.
He spoke it.
Yeah, he told me, my
Yeah.
dad. He says, I would like for you to work with them. So I just never, just let it go. And one day I just met their father. He was, around
Wow.
there and on stage, and I went up there and I just introduced myself and asked him, hey, is there any work? And ever since then,
the
You've been
rest is history.
Your
and
family,
and
man.
here he is, yes.
Your
So,
family. You were
yes,
most.
Mr.
most-
I mean, the band went out throughout, with Moss, and then
Right.
the breakup happened, and
Right.
in time I got back with Jimmy, and
Yes.
we did our thing. I started being like his PR, like his personal, so we would be everywhere, with Jimmy. So, I mean, it was always, he's a man, and
That's right.
we miss him so much.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
Jimmy,
So, thank
besitos
you.
hasta el
Love you, Jim.
cielo.
Yes,
Te extrañamos, man. We miss you dearly, and thank you. Thank you for
you.
blessing this tonight.
yes.
Appreciate it.
So,
So,
again-
thank you for sharing. You're the man. You
Raul Lopez.
appreciate ya. I'm glad you made it. And
So,
thank you everybody for
Thank
tonight.
you.
I'll be
Thank you for
back.
having us.
I'm gonna put my shoes on and I'm gonna dance the night away.
I hear you.
Y'all have a good one. But thank you
you so
guys.
much. Thank you.
Adios.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cómo se pasa el tiempo, todavía pensando